Hello there, my friends. Welcome to the platform Aisha Motivates. Listen, I am so thankful to see, the number of you viewing my last video. And hopefully, with time, you will spread the word. We will have, this platform where you can come and be encouraged. And I look forward to a number of you reaching out to me and saying, you know what? I am ready to make a difference. I came across, I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video, this amazing, amazing line that we can all remember. This encouraging quote. Are you ready? Nothing, and I mean nothing, zip, zero, nada. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So, what are you ready to change? 2025. Now, listen, if 2024 was amazing for you guys and you hit it out of the ballpark, hooray, I'm happy for you. For me, it was the beginning of something, and I am running straight and as far as I can go. The thing about it is, I'm looking to take as many of you along with me because we need to be able to not just have dreams and goals. I mean, those are just fantasies if we don't do something about it, right? So, I want to take a few minutes to talk to you guys today about the lies. Lies, guys, like big fat lies. And here's the kicker, I'm not talking about just lies that people tell us or lies that we hear in the news. But guess what? The lies that we tell ourselves. So, my thing is, my question to you is, what are some of the lies that you've been telling to yourself? What are some of the lies that you've been telling to yourselves? Because a whole lot of us are lying to ourselves. And we don't even know it. We're just, what am I talking about? You guys know. Well, I'm too old. Can't teach old dog new tricks. I went to school like so far, in the past, and now I'm doing this. Maybe this is all I'm meant to do. And then people lie to us as well, right? Maybe some of the outlets that we listen to. That's why we have to be so specific, so particular about what we're listening to. And so, sometimes people tell us, like, girl, you want to do that? Do you think you can do that? I don't know. And again, be mindful as to who you settle yourself around, who you hang out with. I don't care if you've got to hang out by yourself. Sometimes you're your own best company. I'm my own best company. I have a few friends and I am so encouraged. I've been just coming across some amazing videos, clips, wherein people are talking about the fact that it's a strong person who can settle within themselves and find what it is that they need without being surrounded by a whole lot of people, for the most part, who couldn't care less about you and your success. And it's not that they don't care about you, but they don't have a far vision for themselves. And so, naturally, if they're not thinking and seeing far ahead for themselves, they're not going to see it for you. If anything, they're going to want you to settle with them. And so, I am sick and tired of the lies that's holding a whole lot of us back, a whole lot of you back. What lies have you been telling yourself? Oh, I've got to stay in this job. I don't think there's anything else I can do. This is all that I know. Please stop lying to yourself. Block all of the noise, all the nonsense out of your mind. Be particular and so specific about what you listen to and who you hang around. Don't listen to the liars and the naysayers. What is it that you're telling yourself that you need to stop telling yourself? You know what those lies are, right? Anything that keeps you from going farther in your dreams, your thoughts, your goals. What is it that you've always been considering, but then you step back a little bit and you put it off? You'll wait, when the kids get older, maybe when you start taking a course, or after you invest a few years in a certain job. Most of the jobs that are out there that we're doing 9 to 5, a lot of them, they're not going to take us farther ahead or far enough wherein we can make enough income to support ourselves and our families. If anything, what we're listening to out in the world, the economic world, is that today more than ever, we need to be able to have a side gig, a side business, a second job. But not just a second job, because remember, you've got to take care of yourself, self care, and you've got to look after your family. And so if you're out there busy running around like a chicken without its head, crazy analogy, I don't even want to think about a chicken without its head. But if you want to invest in your family and yourself, then you've got to be able to find something that nurture that, but still help you to see down the road an opportunity where you can make a higher income for to support your family, to support yourself, to support your future. And I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of having a job wherein you might love it, but it's not paying you enough to support yourself and your family. And they say that insanity is anything that you keep doing thinking something is going to change. If you know you're getting $5 every paycheck, and all they're giving you, if you're fortunate, is 25 cents increase, 50 cents increase, 75 cents increase every couple of years or every year. Baby girl, man, you're going to be going crazy. I know, because it drives me crazy. You love what you do, you work your tail off, and you're not making enough to support your family. That's why it's important to enjoy what you're doing in the first place. At the very least, whether you're teachers or you work in long-term care, at the very least, you know that you're making a difference. So whatever you do, make sure at the very least you're doing something that you enjoy. If you're not, and you're just going a mice on the mill, right? The treadmill, then you need to connect with me, because I know I could make a dent in what it is that you're pondering. And I say that with a guarantee. Now, the teacher arrives when the student is ready. So if you ain't ready, you're not going to want to talk to me. If you like the lies, you're going to keep listening to the lies. You're going to keep hanging out with the same people. You're going to keep spending your time the same way you've been spending it. You got to be sick and tired, and then you're going to make a difference. And you got to know why you want to make this difference in your life. So if you ain't ready to change, ain't nothing going to change. Don't make me go crazy now with my talk, right? So when you are ready to change, you're going to contact me and you're going to share what I'm telling you with someone else. Listen, like Les Brown says, Google Les Brown, one of my favorite mentor. What is it that he says? Now it just went out of my head. He said many things. Oh my goodness, I was just about to say it. Oh, he said many things. I was just about, listen, I work in long-term care and this is right out of my head. But it's going to come back to me and I'm going to share it. So, what is it that you want for yourself? What is it that you're tired of living with? What have you been and you're still not seeing a change because you're not making the change, right? One of the things I'm going to tell you, one of the things that Les Brown says, you got to want it badly. enough. And you got to be willing to work for it. And listen, I know that it's not easy to get up every day and, thinking that, oh, something is going to change. And so you're going and going only to see that nothing is changing. You've got thoughts, you've got dreams, you've got ideas. And here is one of the sweet things that we enjoy, like candy. We are a set of people who love planning. We love to plan. We could get all the notebooks and we just plan and talk. And we do nothing about it. 2025, get off your rump. Stop planning. And like Seth Godin says, another of my favorite, ship it. Ship it. If you keep planning until never end, you're not going to go anywhere. Stop planning and planning and planning. Plan and work. Plan and work. And don't be afraid not to see a change tomorrow or next week or in a month. You might not see, it's like losing weight. Listen, I don't weigh the same that I weighed before. I'm not saying that I'm obese, but this sister don't wear the same clothes that she wore a few years back. All right? So you're not going to necessarily see the changes right away. And I wish I could lose, just 5 pounds within 2 weeks. I've been waiting for a while, but I am seeing a little bit of a difference, a tiny bit. But it's everyday, consistent, incremental changes that gives you that destination, not even the final destination, but you could see yourself. When you look back, you notice that, hey, I'm not where I used to be. I'm not where I want to be, but you're not where you used to be. And that's how I want you to start thinking. But that's only going to happen when you start making changes, little changes every single day. Now, some of you are asking, well, Aisha, I can do this stuff on my own, right? And a lot of us, especially those of us who are not in the high income bracket, like we think to ourselves, well, I don't need anybody to tell me, blah, 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 blah. I could read a book. Yeah, so can everybody else. But we need to have more than that. And that's why we have people out there. If you are sick and tired and determined, then you have to say, okay, I'm going to get all the books. But you need individuals, some of us, wherein someone can hold your hands and guide you. Why? Because some of us are better at certain things than others. Some people can find their way around a computer, do this, do that, and just like get a website up and going. I'm not one of those girls. That's not me. What am I good at? What I'm doing right now. Motivating people, encouraging people. Naturally, listen, I live and breathe this. And when I'm not helping myself, which I've not been good at, I've been better at encouraging and in supporting other people. And that's why I found what I'm good at. I've known a long time ago. When my daughter is 16 and before she was born, I would take my weekends going out to retirement homes and providing motivational speaking and such presentations to light a fire on the residents to encourage them. Here is what Les Brown said, one of his many things. I'm not saying a whole lot of this to impress you. I'm saying it to impress upon you that within all of us, there's an opportunity not to stay where we are. And I'm 100% sure that I can make a difference in your life. You might not see the need today, but if a few months from now or a year from now, you're right where you're at, you're going to kick yourself. And maybe you might not do it remembering me, but you're going to kick yourself because you could have been farther ahead. And some of us are so much more determined to invest in ourselves, but rather we would take the money and buy a fancy bag or a fancy outfit or whatever the case may be. Years ago, I came across a quote that says, wear the old shoes and buy a book. Of course, you know where I fell into that if you don't know by now. wear the old shoes. That's me. Because I prefer to buy a book. I prefer to buy craft supplies and create my handmade journals so I can bless my customers, where they can journal, write their thoughts, their goals, their ideas. We need to be able to journal, write our thoughts. What is it that you want? If you don't have that propensity to even make notes and dream on paper, how are you investing in yourself? We're, everyone wants to be this or that, but we have to put the work in, and we're not going to see it right away. After my daughter was born, I went into being a full-time single mom, and I would dabble in, renting out library space and doing presentations and encouraging people along the way and selling my handmade journals here and there. And now that she's 16 and thank God thriving and doing well, this is my time, baby. This is my time. So I'm running full fledged back into what is it that I'm good at, what I can do. And that's reaching people like you watching this right now. So maybe you're watching it just for the heck of it. It's Aisha. Maybe you've heard of me. Maybe you know me. For whatever reason you're watching this, don't just watch it because it's like a house burning down and then you're just leaving it to burn. Share it with somebody, right? We don't just keep things to ourselves. So I hope that you share this with someone who might need help. If you work in long term care, share it with as many people in there because you know why? I've worked in long term care for over 30 odd years. Yes, maybe the sister don't look it, but yeah, I'm an old school girl. And so what I want to get people in on track with is to know that they're capable of amazing things. I'm reaching out to long term care, people working in long term care, people with goals and ideas, but they've been doing what they're doing for such a while that they are thinking, this is all I can do. Your pay is not going to skyrocket. We need to do better for ourselves. You need to do better for yourself. Maybe you have a 9 to 5 job. I don't know. Maybe you work in retail. Wherever you work, my program, my goal is to get any one of you out there wanting more. I'm looking for individuals who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. You've been getting the same pay, your wage is not going up, but the bills are racking up, and you're sick and tired of sitting with the same pay thinking, maybe next month I'll make more. Maybe ain't gonna change unless you win the lotto, and you know the odds of that. So, do you want to keep doing the same thing and being miserable? Or are you ready to invest in yourself to see if there's something that can be done? Again, it's not going to happen overnight because Rome wasn't built in a day, but we need to change our frame of mind, our thoughts, how we spend our time. You need a change. If you're ready for it, all my information will be below. And if you're not ready for it, share it with somebody. And I want to thank you if you're all the way to this end and you're listening to this. Thank you for your time. And I do want to invite one of you to give you the opportunity. All of you watching this, if you want to win one of my handmade, handcrafted, beloved journals. Again, if you've watched my videos, go to Youngspapercreations. You'll see my work. Go to trypaperplay.com. You will see my work, more of my services. You will be blessed with a handmade journal. I will do a draw. Let me know what are some of your goals, your thoughts. What do you think of this video? And if you plan on sharing it with somebody. And I will do a draw with all the comments, and good fortune to the person who wins one of my journals. And if you want to purchase one of my journals, of course, or more, don't just get one, share it with somebody else. Then, junk journals for you. These are handcrafted journals using vintage and antique papers and hidden pockets and all of that good stuff. Just go on trypaperplay.com. all of my information. I've got lots of places that you could check me out. I just want to thank you for your time. God bless and keep you. Bye.